Cumberland County's coach taking a minute now to talk to the runner over there at first base as Cheryl is there on first base. Got the video up now. Is not too deep into this one as that one misses high and away for ball one to Marley Elliott. So 1-0 to Elliott here in the top of the first inning. Happy to have you with us here on Overton Events as we get ready for this. We're into this matchup here. That one misses inside. Throw down to first, going to bounce in. Good job by Gall blocking that one there at the ankles. And the count goes 2-0 now to Marley Elliott. The 2-0 count. This one will be right on the outside part of the plate for call strike one. Kendall Simpson framing that one there at the catcher spot. Try to help out the umpire a little bit and try to influence the call a little bit. Might have been able to do so. And it's 2-1 now to the Cumberland County number 3 hitter. 2-1 pitch from Garrett, swing and a miss on a big cut for strike two to even the count at 2-2. So Elliott having to protect the plate now with the count 2-2. We'll step back in to face Garrett. 2-2 pitch from Sabrina. Called strike three on the inside part of the plate. Carter looking with that called strike three. Couple of strikeouts in the inning for the junior, and 2 away now here in the top of the first with Aubrey Ostrander stepping in to hit now for Cumberland County. Ostrander will bat for the first time with a runner at first base and 2 away now. Swing and a miss on that changeup. Throw down to first. Simpson almost got her that time as going behind the runner. Very short lead over there by Cheryl, but that snap throw by the left-handed Simpson was a good one to Gall that time, but just getting back in time was Cheryl. Now, Cumberland County's coach coming down to talk to the home plate umpire about something here. They did say they had done something wrong with the lineup, so they may be trying to make sure that's corrected. Here's now the home plate umpire going to go down and talk to Coach Casey Bennett. While they're doing this, let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, W&O Construction, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage, as this one going to be fouled down the first base line, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, and Cooper Recycling. Foul ball down the right side will take the count to 0-2. Now, here in the top of the first, as Garrett will step back into the circle now for Livingston, trying to retire the side here in the top of the first. As the change-up call strike three. That's a Frontier Chevrolet strikeout here this evening at the Livingston Academy Lady Wildcat softball field. We're through half an inning. As Cumberland County gets a walk, they strand a runner. Livingston Academy coming up to bat right after this. We move now to the bottom of the first here at Livingston Academy as the Lady Wildcats going to send up Josie Allen, a freshman, Emma Dulworth, a senior, and Bailey Hutchinson, a freshman, due up here in the bottom of the first. Cumberland County got a walk, stranded a runner in the top of the first. Livingston coming up to bat for the first time. Cumberland County's only other game, they lost a district matchup to White County 18-0 on Tuesday, as Allen will step in for the Lady Wildcats. He in the right-hand batter's box facing Ostrander for the first time. First pitch to Livingston is going to be high and away for ball one to Josie Allen. Defensively for Cumberland County, Aubrey Ostrander is the pitcher. The catcher is Lexi Pugh. Around the infield, Marley Elliott plays first base. At second base is Leah Brown. At shortstop is Zeta Menifee. At third base is Rachel Sherrill. The 1-0 pitch. That one, did it hit her? It just missed as she's able to tiptoe out of the way of that one to take the count 2-0 now. Outfield for Cumberland County. In left field, Anna Marie Rios. In center field, Cambry Wallace. And in right field, Kiera Delk for the Lady Jets. 1-1 pitch, or rather 2-0 pitch, misses high for ball three. So 3-0 to Allen. Stepping back in for Livingston Academy as she leads off for the Lady Wildcats. 3-0 pitch. That one right down the middle as Allen was taking all the way for called strike one to take the count to 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike to Josie Allen as Dulworth on deck. Bailey Hutchinson also due up here in the bottom of the first. That one misses away for ball one, so a leadoff walk given up by Ostrander will put Josie Allen on first base with nobody out. And Emma Dulworth the hit for the Lady Wildcats. And she'll step in, the Livingston center fielder. Ostrander, first pitch to Dulworth. That one going to be inside. The runner goes, throw down to second. It's going to be the second base side. It gets away. Allen can't get around the shortstop, though. Now they'll send her as Allen going to try to steal third late, and she'll be in there safely. So it'll be a stolen base for Allen, then an error on the catcher to move her down to third base. The pitch was a ball to Dulworth, so it's 1-0 now with the runner at third base for the Lady Wildcats as Livingston Academy just running on Cumberland County that time to move the runner all the way down to third. The 1-0 pitch is going to be high for ball two to Dulworth. So 2-0 to the senior center fielder for Livingston Academy. If you remember our coverage back in soccer, she was the goalie. Lady Wildcats named All-State as a goalie in soccer. Now moving over to the softball diamond. The 2-0 pitch from Ostrander. Changeup going to miss low for ball three. Throw down to third base is going to be not in time as diving back safely as Allen on a close throw. That's a pretty good throw by the catcher Lexi Pugh. Throwing down to third. Allen had to hustle back, diving in to get there. And the count 3-0 now to Dulworth. 3-0 pitch. Changeup bounces in for a walk for the Lady Wildcats. Back-to-back walks for Livingston Academy as Dulworth just immediately goes down to second base. Now Allen caught in a rundown. They'll throw. No, she's in safely. Pugh running her back, but then unable to apply the tag was Rachel Sherrill, and everybody's safe as Dulworth will quickly move down to second base. So runners at second and third now for freshman Bailey Hutchinson stepping in to hit for the Lady Wildcats as she'll hit for the first time here at home. The freshman stepping in there with runners in scoring position with a chance to help her cause. That one bounces in for ball one. Ostrander's only thrown 1 strike so far in this inning, so if you're Coach Bennett, you may be thinking make her start throwing strikes as the count's 1-0. 1-0 pitch. That one catches her on the hands, and she's going to be hit by a pitch. So the base is loaded now for Kendall Simpson. Simpson will step in for the Lady Wildcats as the left-hander will hit with the bases loaded. So nowhere for Ostrander to put them now as Simpson will step in, crowding the front of the batter's box, shortening that release point from Ostrander. That inside pitch is going to be called strike one. Now Allen going to try to come home, and she's going to be safe at home. They threw down to second, throwing behind her, but then Allen able to change directions and come in to score the first run of the game for Livingston Academy. That will let Dulworth move down to third base. It'll let Hutchinson move down to second base. The pitch was a strike to Simpson, so it's 0-1 now to Simpson with the runners at second and third and first base open. The first run of the game in on a stolen base. Now that wild pitch, Dulworth's going to hold up. Hutchinson was about halfway to third, has to retreat back to second base, and the count evens up at 1-1. Pugh has had a lot of work already behind the plate as Simpson steps back in. Time called here as Coach Bennett asking something. Now the home plate umpire has that taken care of, whatever it was, and the count is 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Simpson. This one fouled straight over the first base stands, and the count goes 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kendall Simpson as she'll step out of the batter's box, take a couple of swings. Now steps back in for Livingston Academy. One-two pitch. This one going to be grounded up the middle to the left of the shortstop. It gets through for a base hit. Dulworth will come in to score from third. Hutchinson going to come around from second to score. Simpson will move down to second base as they fumble it around in the outfield, and it will be a single and an RBI and 2 RBIs on the play for Kendall Simpson, and Livingston has jumped in front 3-0. She'll move down to second base, Will Simpson, on the error in the outfield. So it will be a runner in scoring position now for Maddie Gall. Gall stepping in for the Lady Wildcats. Pretty good day today as it's been cold throughout most of the spring sports season. As the first pitch to Gall, change up, going to be called strike one. The Livingston first baseman. Mid-60s today, a little bit of a wind that you're having to deal with coming in from right field, blowing from right field toward third base kind of tonight. So if anything down the right field line, it might hook back into fair ground. That one misses high for ball one. Good sunny afternoon, though, as this one getting started a little later than usual. They usually start their games at 5 with softball. The 1-1 pitch from Ostrander. Changeup bounces in. Take the count 2-1. Now to Maddie Gall. Gall, a senior for the Lady Wildcats. They start 3 freshmen, 4 seniors, and 2 juniors as that one bounces in. Pugh going to throw down to third, is trying to advance, is going to be the courtesy runner, and she's in safely for the Lady Wildcats as they've got a runner out there running for the catcher, and that is number 6, Brooklyn Loftus, sliding in safely with the stolen base as Loftus will get there safely, and the count goes 3-1. That one misses outside for ball 4 to Maddie Gall. Third walk given up today by Cumberland County pitching. They've also hit a batter. Runners at the corners now for Sabrina Garrett, the pitcher for the Lady Wildcats, as Garrett will step in for Livingston. First pitch to Garrett. This one going to be fouled into the fence down the right side, and the count goes 0-1. So 0-1 to Sabrina Garrett as Gall there at first base. She hasn't taken advantage of going down to second yet with nobody out here in the bottom of the first, and Livingston leading by a score of 3-0. The 0-1 pitch. Garrett going to hit this one down the third base line in foul ground, and the count goes 0-2. A little bit of a check swing there, caught down around the hands of Sabrina Garrett as she tried to stop the motion but couldn't do so, and the count goes 0-2 now to Garrett. Aubrey Ostrander, the 0-2 pitch. That one misses inside for ball 1. So 1-2 to Garrett, the number 6 hitter for Livingston Academy. Ashton Jenkins on deck for the Lady Wildcats as Garrett will step back in there. 1-2 delivery. Change up, bounces in for ball back to second base as the throw comes back into the pitcher in the circle. Count evens up at 2-2 on that ball there outside and high. Two delivery from Ostrander. That one's going to be low and away for ball 3 to take the count full. So a full count now to Swallows, the Livingston shortstop. The senior will step back in. Start 5 seniors. As that one misses high for ball 4. So another walk given up by Aubrey Ostrander. That will be the 4th walk of the inning. She's also hit a batter. And now Madison Neff will hit for the Lady Wildcats as Neff will step in with runners at first and second. Ostrander, first pitch to Neff, going to miss high for ball 1. So 1-0 to Madison Neff. Dulworth, Gaw, Jenkins, Swallows, and Neff, all seniors. Allen, Hutchinson, and Simpson, all freshmen, as that one misses high for ball 2. The junior that starts is Sabrina Garrett. Count 2-0 now to Madison Neff. And she'll step back in for Livingston Academy. 2-0 delivery. That one misses high and away for ball 3. So 3-0 now to Neff. And she'll step back in. The 3-0 pitch, called strike 1 as she was taking all the way there. The count goes 3-1. Three-one delivery. That one bounces in for ball 4. Gets away, but there's no play on the walk. So the runners are able to move up as Poston will move down to third. Abby Swallows will move down to second base. Madison Neff at first base, and the base is loaded for freshman Josie Allen, batting for the second time in the inning. She's the 10th player to bat in this inning for the Lady Wildcats. She walked, stole a base, reached third base on an error. This one going to be hit down the third base side. Third baseman will knock it down. She'll step on third for 1, but a run will come in to score as Allen will get the RBI on the fielder's choice as she'll reach on the ground ball to third base as Poston comes in to score from third. Emma will score the 6th run of the game for Livingston. They'll retire Swallows at third base as it will go 5 unassisted as Rachel Sherrill stepping on the bag for out number 2. First pitch now to Dulworth is going to be ball 1. So 1-0 to Emma Dulworth. Neff at second base. Allen at first base. 2 away now here in the bottom of the first. The 1-0 pitch. That one misses away for ball 2. Count goes 2-0 now to Dulworth. Ostrander trying to work out of this inning finally. Livingston leading 6-0 as Dulworth looks at strike 1. The count goes 2-1. Tough one to take right there. That one kind of in the wheelhouse of Emma Dulworth, but she lets it go by for strike 1. The count goes 2-1. This one will be hit to the shortstop. Takes a funny hop and bounces past her. There'll be an error on the shortstop. Neff will come in to score from second. Holding at first, or rather at second, will be Allen as the error on the shortstop. We'll call it a hit for Dulworth and an RBI for the senior as Madison Neff comes in to score for Livingston. Allen stopping at second. Now Bailey Hutchinson to hit, and Livingston with that run takes a 7-0 lead. First pitch to Hutchinson going to be high and outside for ball 1. So 1-0 to Bailey Hutchinson. She'll step back in. Hutchinson hasn't seen a lot of pitches. She'll ground this one, or hit this one to the left side and foul ground. And the count evens up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bailey Hutchinson. She was hit by the second pitch that she faced back in the first inning. Scored a run for the Lady Wildcats. Now the count 1-1 to Hutchinson. That one misses away for ball 2. So 2-1 to Bailey Hutchinson as she'll step back in for the Lady Wildcats. Hutchinson Plays third base for Livingston. This one hit into left field. Left fielder moving over. A little bounce in front of her for a hit. A run will come in to score. Second run will come in to score. Hutchinson going to hold up at second with a 2 RBI double to left field for the Lady Wildcats, and they add to their total as Livingston, hitting the ball very well, is coming in to score from second is Josie Allen. Coming in to score from first is Emma Dulworth on the double by Hutchinson, and the RBIs by Hutchinson, a couple of them, and now Kendall Simpson will bat for Livingston. The left-hander to hit. First pitch to Simpson, going to be called strike one. The 0-1 to Kendall Simpson here in the bottom of the first, with Livingston leading by a score of 9-0. Simpson steps back in for Livingston. That one misses low and away to even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kendall Simpson. As she'll step back in for Livingston. The 1-1 delivery. This one going to be hit down the right side in foul ground to take the count 1-2. The inside pitch to the left-hander, tried to pull it to right field, just couldn't get turned on it. The count goes 1-2 now to Simpson. And she crowds the very front of that batter's box. The 1-2 delivery. That one bounces in. Pugh will block it, but it will be Hutchinson hustling down to third base on the wild pitch that bounced in. The count evens up at 2-2 on the ball there to Kendall Simpson. The runner at third base for Simpson. She's got a chance for another RBI. She's already got 1 RBI in this inning. That one's low and away for ball 3 to take the count full to the Livingston catcher. Simpson, the freshman, stepping back in for Livingston Academy. 3-2 pitch from Ostrander. Changeup going to be hit up the middle. A little slow roller. That's going to be a tough play. Second baseman going to come up with it, but Simpson will beat it out. An infield hit for Kendall Simpson, able to just have that one kind of dig into the dirt and stop rolling there. The second baseman got a pretty good break on it, did Leah Brown, but just couldn't get there quickly enough to throw out Simpson running down the first base line, and the courtesy runner coming in to run for her is Brooklyn Loftus will run. Now Maddie Gall will hit once again for the Lady Wildcats. She is the 14th batter in this inning as Gall takes that one inside for ball 1. Livingston leading 10-0 here in the bottom of the first as the Lady Wildcats rolling here against Cumberland County. The 1-0 pitch from Ostrander. That one misses high for ball 2. So 2-0 to Maddie Gall. In the inning, Ostrander has already walked 5 here in this first inning. She's hit 1. The 2-0 pitch from Ostrander. That changeup kind of slipped out of her hand, and the count goes 3-0. So 3-0 to Gall. As Ostrander taking that protective face gear off. She's been out there a long time. This inning has been a very long time for Ostrander. 3-0 delivery. That one misses high for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk given up to Gall, the 6th walk of the inning. And Sabrina Garrett will hit as Brooklyn Loftus, the courtesy runner, will move down to second base. Gall at first base for Sabrina Garrett. Garrett reached on error on the center fielder. Came around to score a run. She'll hit this one down the third base side, but in foul ground, and the count goes 0-1. So 0-1 to Garrett. Livingston leading 10-0 here in the bottom of the first. Garrett gave up a walk in the top of the first, but struck out the other 3 batters she faced as Sabrina will step back in for the Lady Wildcats. 0-1 delivery. This one's going to be hitting to left field. That's a tough spot. Left fielder took a step back. Now coming in will make the catch as Anna Marie Rios able to adjust to that one and make the play and get them out of the inning. The fly out to left field is Rios. Gets the third out. Livingston puts 10 on the board. They strand 2. We're through 1 complete. It's Livingston Academy 10, Cumberland County 0. We move now to the top of the second inning here at Livingston Academy with the Lady Wildcats leading 10-0 as due up for the Lady Jets, Leah Brown, Anna Marie Rios, and Cambry Wallace. Due up here in the top of the second. Serena Garrett back out in the circle for the Lady Wildcats. She has to have cooled down as long as they were on the bench in the bottom of that first inning. The first pitch doesn't look like she's cooled down much. Catches the inside part of the plate for call strike one. Good pitch there. Coming out after the long delay, the long wait between steps into the circle. Garrett rolling the ball on the right hip. The 0-1 delivery. This one's going to be hit softly in the infield. Garrett to her left will flip it underhanded to Gaw for out number one. So Sabrina Garrett fielding the position well. Will go on a little underhand flip to Maddie Gaw over at first base for out number one. And now Anna Marie Rios will be the batter for Cumberland County. She got the last out of the first inning and will step up now to hit for the first time for the Lady Jets. As she steps in. First pitch to Rios. Going to be on the inside part of the plate for call strike one, just like she got the at-bat with Leah Brown started. She gets that inside pitch at the numbers this time for call strike one to Rios. 0-1 delivery. That one again, call strike two on the inside part of the plate as the count goes 0-2. Rios stepping back in. One away here in the top of the second. Swing and a miss for strike three on the Frontier Chevrolet strikeout. That's out number two here in the second inning as Rios kind of bailing out, trying to protect herself with that swing at the inside pitch and the count and the three-pitch strike to Rios. And now Cambry Wallace will be the batter for Cumberland County. 4 strikeouts in the game now for Garrett. This one going to be fouled into the fence to take the count 0-1. So 0-1 to Cambry Wallace. As she'll step back in. Garrett, the 0-1 delivery, changeup. Just misses high for ball one. Oh, Simpson held it as long as she could, trying to influence the home plate umpire, but couldn't get him to give the strike call, and the count evens up at 1-1. Wallace will hit this one into center field. Dulworth moving to her right will make the catch on the fly ball to outfield. You hit in the air down to the center field player, Emma Dulworth, and it's not going to drop too many times, and Cumberland County goes in order. Livingston Academy will bat in the bottom of the second. Ashton Jenkins, Abby Swallows, and Madison Neff due up when we come back. We move now to the bottom of the second inning with the Lady Wildcats sending up Ashton Jenkins, Abby Swallows, and Madison Neff due up for Livingston here in the bottom of the second as Jenkins grounded out to short back in the first inning. got an RBI on that ground out. First pitch to Jenkins misses high for ball 1. So 1-0 to Ashton Jenkins as she'll step back in there for the Lady Wildcats. Aubrey Ostrander back out there for Cumberland County. The 1-0 pitch. That one's high again for ball 2. 2-0 to Jenkins. 6 walks in the first inning for Ostrander. No strikeouts on the day so far. That change-up going to catch the inside part of the plate for called strike 1. Takes the count to 0-1 to the left fielder for Livingston Academy. The 2-1 pitch. I said 0-1, 2-1. That's 3-1 now to Jenkins. As again, Ostrander falling way behind in the count. The 3-1 pitch. That one's low for ball 4, so a leadoff walk to begin the second inning for Livingston.
Next up, number 2.
As
Abby
Jenkins is on base
Swallows.
for the first time. Walk number 7 on the night for Ostrander. Abby Swallows will hit now for the Lady Wildcats as she'll step in for Livingston Academy. First pitch to Swallows. That one's going to be right down the middle for called strike 1. So 0-1 to Swallows. She walked back in the first, was stranded at second base for the Lady Wildcats. The 0-1 delivery. That one misses away for ball 1. Evens the count at 1-1 now here in the bottom of the second. As Ostrander's had a long night and not a lot of rest between innings as Cumberland County went quickly in the top of the second. That one's going to be low and inside for ball 2. Count goes 2-1 now to Swallows. As an 8-pitch inning for Garrett in the top of the second. That one misses high for ball 3. Ostrander's already thrown 9 pitches here in the bottom of the second and only faced 2 batters. 3-1 pitch. That one's low for ball 4. So the walk given up to Swallows, and now Madison Neff will bat for Livingston Academy. Back-to-back walks to begin this second inning as Neff will step in. She walked in the first inning, came around to score a run. That one's going to be strike 1 at the belt for Ostrander to get ahead in the count to Neff now. As Neff will step back in for the Lady Wildcats. The 0-1 delivery. That one bounces in. Pugh will try to block it, but Swallows quickly down, rather Jenkins quickly down to third base. Swallows will move over to second base. Pitch was low for a ball to Neff. So it'll be a wild pitch to move the runners up 60 feet. And now Neff will see the count even up at 1-1. That pitch high for ball 2. First base open now for Ostrander, but you don't want to load them up right here for the top of the order. Coming up for Livingston Academy. 2-1 delivery. That one's inside for ball 3. Pugh, good job stopping that one to keep it from getting to the backstop and possibly bouncing far enough away for Jenkins to come in to score. Pugh able to just reach out and snag that one that just missed Neff in the batter's box. 3-1 pitch from Ostrander. That one misses high and away for ball 4. So 3 straight walks to begin the inning for Aubrey Ostrander. And now to the top of the order for Josie Allen. Allen stepping in for the Lady Wildcats. She'll bat for the 3rd time already in this game. She walked, stole a base, scored a run in the first inning, reached on a fielder's choice as that one misses high for ball 1. Reached on a fielder's choice that got her an RBI, came around and scored a run in the first inning as well because we're just in the second inning. So she's been on base twice on a walk and a fielder's choice, has an RBI, a stolen base, and scored 2 runs. That one misses high for ball 2. Nowhere to put her with the bases loaded for Ostrander. Count 2-0 to Allen. The freshman second baseman will step back in for the Lady Wildcats. 2-0 pitch from Ostrander. That one's high for ball 3. So she's in danger of walking a 4th straight now, and if she does, Allen will get her 2nd RBI of the game. See if Josie's taking here with the count 3-0. 3-0 pitch from Ostrander is going to be inside for ball 4. So that's 4 straight walks to begin the inning. That is an RBI for Josie Allen with the bases loaded walk as Jenkins will come in to score from third base. Swallows will move down to third base. Neff will move to second base, and now Emma Dulworth will hit for the Lady Wildcats as she's been on base twice already. First pitch to Dulworth. That one misses outside for ball 1. So 1-0 to the Livingston center fielder. She walked in her first at-bat, came around and scored a run. Singled with an RBI in her second at-bat, scored a run. That one called strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. As that little breaking ball breaking over the outside part of home plate. And the count evens up at 1-1 to Emma Dulworth. 1-1 pitch. That one's high for ball 2. So 2-1 to Dulworth. As she'll step back in for Livingston. The 2-1 delivery, that changeup is going to be just high for ball 3. Had to wait on the home plate umpire. Thought it might have dropped in enough to be called a strike, but he says no, and the count goes 3-1 to Dulworth. Bases loaded for Dulworth here. She'll take that one for ball 4. Well, that's 5 straight walks to begin the inning. That's another RBI for Dulworth as Swallows will come in to score from third. Neff will move down to third. Allen will go over to second base, and now Bailey Hutchinson will hit for the Lady Wildcats as Hutchinson steps in for Livingston. First pitch going to be grounded to the left side. That's through for a base hit. One run will come in to score. Second run will come in to score. Dulworth going to hold up at third. Hutchinson going to be standing at second with a two RBI double. Her second extra base hit of the game. She's got her 4th RBI as Neff comes in to score from third. Allen coming in to score from second. And the Lady Wildcats have tacked on 4 more here in the second inning. They lead it by a score of 14-0. And still nobody out here in the second inning. Simpson takes the first pitch inside for strike 1 to the catcher, Kendall Simpson. So Dulworth hit by a pitch her first at bat, rather Hutchinson hit by a pitch her first at bat, scored a run. And after that, a couple of doubles, 4 RBIs. Simpson pops this one up in the infield. First baseman comes in to make the catch. Got in on the hands of Kendall Simpson. She popped it up to Marley Elliott there at first base for the first out of the inning for the Lady Wildcats. And now Maddie Gall will hit for Livingston with Emma Dulworth at third base and Bailey Hutchinson at second base for the Lady Wildcats. Gall, first pitch from Ostrander. It's going to be called strike 1 down the middle to Gall. Her first 2 at-bats, she walked in both plate appearances, has scored a run for the Lady Wildcats, but falls behind here 0-1. Gall steps back in. The 0-1 pitch. That one's well inside to even the count at 1-1. As Livingston in the first inning sent 15 batters to the plate, they've already sent 8 up to bat here in this second inning. The 1-1 pitch. That one just misses for ball 2. So 2-1 to Maddie Gall. First base open for the Lady Wildcats as Gall will step back in now for Livingston. The 2-1 delivery. That one's low for ball 3. 6 walks in the first inning for Ostrander. She's already walked 5 here in this second inning. And behind in the count now to Gall, 3-1 in this at-bat. This one hit down the third base side in foul ground to take the count full at 3-2. So 11 walks given up through 1 1/3 inning here by Ostrander as Gall will step back in for Livingston. Full count facing the Livingston first baseman. 3-2 pitch. That one misses inside for ball 4 for walk number 12 for Ostrander. And now Sabrina Garrett will hit for Livingston Academy. As Garrett will bat for the third time. She reached base in her first at bat on an error on the center fielder, came around and scored a run. Flew out to left field in her second at bat. Now hits again for the Lady Wildcats. That one's going to be low for ball one. With that walk by Gaw, it loads the bases again with Emma Dulworth over at third base, Bailey Hutchinson at second base, and now Maddie Gaw at first base for Livingston. The 1-0 pitch from Ostrander. That one bounces in for ball two. Good job by Pugh to block that one to keep Dulworth from having any kind of chance to try to come home to score. Livingston 10 runs in the first inning. They put 4 on the board here in the second inning. Still only have 1 out, have the bases loaded for Garrett. Changeup stays high for ball 3. So 3-0 to Sabrina Garrett. As she'll step back in for the Lady Wildcats. They batted around here in this second inning again. 3-0 pitch. That one misses away for ball 4. So walk number 13 and an RBI for Sabrina Garrett as Emma Dulworth will come in to score for Livingston. Moving down to third base will be Kendall Simpson, as Livingston's going to get a pinch hitter in here for the Lady Wildcats, as Emma Poston going to hit for Ashton Jenkins, as Poston will bat for Jenkins for the Lady Wildcats. Coach Bennett giving the umpire the changes. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Frontier Chevrolet, First Church, E.B. Gray Jewelry, R&M Family Pharmacy, Overton County News, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Livingston Family Healthcare, Willow Grove Marina, Wascon Incorporated, Wayne's Grill, Oakley Equipment Rental, Lucky Red Stables, Livingston Regional Hospital, Cooper Recycling, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Milton Rains and Family, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Highway Tire, Jerry's IGA, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Dairy Queen, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Bullseye Security, Hall Funeral Home, Maynard's Automotive, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, and W&O Construction Company. Courtesy runner coming in for the pitcher Sabrina Garrett, as Calla Pierce will run for Livingston. Hutchinson at third base, Gaw at second base. Now Pierce over at first base for the Lady Wildcats. Emma Poston, the batter for Livingston, once they get the change given to the Cumberland County head coach Maddie Burnaby. As we're ready to go now, the home plate umpire has everything straightened out. They may have changed more than Poston. They're going to send a courtesy runner out to run for Gaw, as number 22, Keely Cantrell, will come in to run for the Lady Wildcats. Now, so Cantrell, the pinch runner at second base, running for Gaw, as Poston will step in to hit now for Livingston. Emma with her first at-bat. Change-up is going to be high for ball 1 as we move to batter number 10 here in the second inning. So 1-0 to Emma Poston, the freshman stepping in for the Lady Wildcats. 1-0 delivery. That one misses away for ball 2. They're going to hold the runner at third, as hustling back over there is number 12, Kyra Gillum, in for the Lady Wildcats as a pinch runner, running for Bailey Hutchinson. So Gillum at third base. Count 2-0 to Poston. That one bounces away. Again, they hold the runners. Count goes 3-0 to Poston. 15-0. Livingston leading over Cumberland County. We're still in the second inning here at Livingston Academy, as Poston will step back in for the Lady Wildcats. 3-0 pitch from Ostrander. That one misses badly to be a 4-pitch walk, as it'll be an RBI for Poston as coming in to score from third base is
Gillum.
Gillum,
To the plate, number 6.
running for
Brooklyn
Bailey Hutchinson. And now Livingston still with the bases loaded as another pinch hitter in, Brooklyn Loftus, coming in to hit for the Lady Wildcats as Loftus will step in batting for Abby Swallows. 16-0. That one bounces in for ball 1 to Loftus. She wears number 6 for the Lady Wildcats. The freshman stepping in for Livingston. 1-0 delivery. That one bounces away. And they'll hold the runner there at third as Cantrell will retreat back there. Keely Cantrell at third. Calla Pierce at second. Emma Poston at first for Livingston. The batter, Brooklyn Loftus for the Lady Wildcats, as Loftus will step back in with the count 2-0 to her. That one misses away for ball 3. So 3-0 to Loftus. Bases loaded. She's got a chance at an RBI here with a walk. Not the way they want to get RBIs, but they still go in the record books the same. 3-0 pitch from Ostrander. That one's going to be just high for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk given up.
And coming to the plate, number 19.
To Loftus to bring Cantrell in to score from third base. Base is still loaded for Livingston as Cora Copeland will be the hitter for the Lady Wildcats, and that one just misses inside, or did it hit her? The home plate umpire coming to talk to her. It will be inside for ball 1. As a timeout going to be called here by Cumberland County. They may be looking to change pitchers as they'll bring everybody in to talk here. We'll take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. W&O Construction, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home. As we'll take this break, we'll be back in just a moment. They are staying with Ostrander here for Cumberland County as Copeland, the count 1-0 to the freshman. That one going to be a strike at the knees for called strike 1. 1 away here in the bottom of the second. Livingston leading 17-0. They put 10 runs on the board in the bottom of the first. Have added 7 here in the bottom of the second. The 1-1 pitch to Copeland. That one misses high for ball 2. Runners won't advance as Pierce staying at third, Poston over at second, Loftus at first for the Lady Wildcats. 2-1 pitch from Ostrander. That one misses high for ball 3. So 3-1 to Copeland here in the bottom of the second. Three-one pitch. Call strike 2 at the knees to take the count full now to the left-handed hitting Copeland. Copeland will step back in for the Lady Wildcats. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3 for out number 2 here in the inning. First strikeout of the game for Aubrey Ostrander, and that will bring Josie Allen back to the plate as she'll hit for the first time, or for the fourth time. And we're only in the second inning still, through 1 2/3 now with the strikeout to get out number 2. But Allen back to bat for her fourth time. She'll hit this one to right field. The right fielder coming in. That's going to be in foul ground, though, for strike 1. Allen hitting that one foul down the right field line to fall behind 0-1 to Ostrander. She'll step back in now for Livingston. The 0-1 delivery. That one misses for ball one. Evens the count at 1-1 to Josie Allen. One pitch. This one hit in the gap in left center field. Rios coming in. That's going to be drop for a base hit. Loftus rounding second base will stumble. They'll throw into third, and Loftus will be able to get back to second base safely. But that's a 2 RBI single by Josie Allen as that one drops in front of Anna Marie Rios out in left field as a couple of more runs come in to score for Livingston. And now a pinch hitter for the Lady Wildcats as Megan Estelle will hit for Livingston. First pitch going to be called strike one to the pinch hitter for the Lady Wildcats. She's hitting for Emma Dulworth. Those 2 runs extends the lead to 19-0 here in the bottom of the second. The 0-1 pitch. This one hit right back to the pitcher. Hit her on the shin. That'll knock it down. The throw to first in time for out number 3. So it'll go 1-3 as Ostrander will have it go off her left shin with the throw over to Marley Elliott for out number 3. But Livingston adds 9 more runs. We're through 2 complete. It's Livingston Academy 19, Cumberland County 0 as we move to the top of the third. We move now to the top of the third inning. Livingston making wholesale changes here in this inning. New pitcher out there, Calla Pierce, the new pitcher for the Lady Wildcats. First pitch from Pierce going to be grounded foul by Kiera Delk for Cumberland County. It's Kiera Delk, Lexi Pugh, and Zeta Menifee due up for Cumberland County. Josie Allen has moved to catch now for the Lady Wildcats. This one's going to be fouled into the fence for strike 2 to see the count go to 0-2 to Kiera Delk. Around the infield, let me see if I can figure this out. Keely Cantrell is at first base. Brooklyn Loftus is at second base. At shortstop is J.C. Collins. And at third base is Kira Gillum. Count 0-2. We'll kind of try to track the outfielders as quick as I can get a moment here to do that. The 0-2 pitch coming up from Delk. The 0-2 delivery misses high for ball 1. So 1-2 now to Kiera Delk. Out in right field is number 19, Cora Copeland for the Lady Wildcats. In center field is number 13, Megan Estelle. And in left field for Livingston is Emma Poston. So Poston, Estelle, and Copeland around the outfield. Swing and a miss for strike 3 a Frontier Chevrolet strikeout for out number 1 here in the top of the third for the freshman Calla Pierce. As Lexi Pugh now will be the batter for Cumberland County with 1 away. Here in the top of the third, Livingston leading 19-0. First pitch to Pugh, swing and a miss on a big cut for strike 1. So 0-1 to Lexi Pugh. And she'll step back in for the Lady Jets. The 0-1 pitch from Pierce. This is a slow roller to short. Collins up with it. Throw to first base in time for out number 1. J.C. Collins with the good pickup. The throw over to Keely Cantrell at first. It goes 6-3 for out number 2 here in the top of the third. And now Zeta Menifee will bat for the Lady Jets. She led off the game what seems like a very long time ago with a strikeout to lead off in the top of the first. And Menifee will bat for the second time here for the Lady Jets. That one just misses inside for ball 1 from Calla Pierce. So 1-0 to Menifee. And she'll step back in now. Facing Pierce for the first time. This one grounded right back to Pierce. She'll field it on a hop. Throw to first in time. A 1-2-3 inning for the Lady Wildcats with Calla Pierce in the circle as that one grounded back to her. The little flip over to first base to retire the side. They go in order for the second straight inning. We're through 2.5. Livingston Academy 19, Cumberland County 0. And with the 19-run lead, that will be the run rule, and Livingston will get the win. To get their first win of the season, they'll defeat Cumberland County by a final score of 19-0. Here tonight, the Lady Wildcats go to 1-1 overall. They go to 1-1 in district play. With the loss, Cumberland County drops to 0-2 overall. They go to 0-2 in District 7 AAA play. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you to our sponsors. While we've got a moment, let's thank our sponsors once again for making tonight's broadcast possible. W&O Construction, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Rocky Top Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Farley & Sons Construction and Excavation, Full Mower Service, Donovan Savage, Walnut Grove Church of Christ, Cooper Recycling, Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, and Frontier Chevrolet. Thank you to our sponsors. Livingston wins it tonight, 19-0. Join us tomorrow afternoon, weather permitting, as the Livingston Academy Wildcats baseball team will be at home to take on Jackson County. That game begins at 5 tomorrow afternoon right here on Overton Events. For Tyler Maxwell, this is Craig Cantrell saying good night from Livingston Academy.